We started coming to Soul City probably 7 years ago. It was when we were in the original building.
We were looking for a church that we could belong to, but particularly we had an interest in Alpha at the time we joined, and Soul City was just considering running it. So the timing was perfect.
Our role in Alpha started in 1990.
When we started doing Alpha at Holy Trinity Brompton, there were 2 Alphas at the world. So it was literally just starting. And Jarrett, when we came, said, we're really thinking about doing this. And of course we said, well, that's exactly what we'd like to help with. We were small group leaders at that first Alpha.
Every church we went to, we introduced Alpha in those churches. So it's kind of part of our lifeblood, really.
It's the best way we've seen of introducing individuals who don't go to church to Jesus. Alpha's all about asking questions, not telling people the answers. And that seems to work very well today. In 2019, I ran the Chicago Marathon. At that time, I knew I had a low-grade prostate cancer. Wasn't too concerned about it. I was advised that I should have my prostate removed, which is what I did literally at the start of COVID. Approximately a month after that, it was clear that something else was going on. And I spoke to my urologist. He said, we're going to admit you to the emergency room. What they discovered is I had 2 large masses on one of my kidneys. Out of the blue. I had no history of problems with my kidney. So over the course of several months, I had 12 hours of surgery, removing my kidney, my spleen, part of my pancreas, and then on top of that, I had an aggressive melanoma. We went to see the oncologist, who was one of the top, if not the top, in his field in Chicago, and he showed us the prognosis, which was grim. He showed us graphs, and I said, none of these look good. It's like 3 to 4 years longevity.
Leaving him in hospital that Sunday night and waiting for news was very hard. And then getting the news was obviously very, very shocking.
We had incredible support. Soul City was regularly bringing food around. We had friends praying for us. I had prayer consistently in the prayer room. I don't think I could have asked for more support. On a particular Sunday, someone in the prayer room had what I think the Bible calls a word of knowledge. She said, I've got an incredible pain down my left side. It makes no sense to me. And I said, it makes sense to me because I've had a series of organs removed on my left-hand side. And so I received prayer at that time, and I believe that was the point at which I was healed. And I've been reading books galore on healing. And the question, of course, is, does God heal today? And I was convinced he does heal today. And lo and behold, that's what happened to me. The oncologist said, which we both wrote down, he said, I've tried every way I can to prove you've got cancer. I can't do it. That's what happened just after, the month or so after the prayer.
I think part of the vision for great things that excites me is that prayer would be the first stop, not the last resort. So I feel that what God wants to do in us is in part being sacrificial in our giving.
We've been blessed financially beyond our dreams. And we've seen in our lives tangibly the fact that you cannot outgive God. It's very important for us to give back to what we've received. And Soul City is at the heart of what we've received from the Lord.
I smile when I write checks or give money because it fills me with such great joy. The blessing, I think, is seeing the change that happens and knowing that we've been part of it.
For the record, we have no accent. You guys have the accent.